I don't support cancel culture, Tommy. I don't support boycotts. I don't demand firings, although I thought the New York Post in their editorial today made a good point. One down, hundreds to go, because it's not just these three colleges. This is now institutionalized in academia all across the country. And they've got a captive group of students. They've got to get their degree. They got to get out of high school, whatever grade it happens to be. And they take that captive group and they indoctrinate them. And in many cases, they contradict values of parents, the values that they would like to instill in their children, or religious leaders would want to instill in their children if they are of a particular faith. So this is like predictable to me. And this is the net consequence. What, a generation of completely ignorant idiots because of what, an agenda, an indoctrination agenda of professors and teachers?
Yeah, an ignorant generation of Americans who also want you to pay for that higher education. So that's part of the problem here as well. We're expected to deal with these young people coming out of these indoctrination universities and then also supposed to foot the bill for it. I don't think so. But it's not cancel culture, Sean. What we're calling for here is parents and decent people to look at these institutions. You don't need to be sending your kids here for $50,000, $100,000 a year to go and be indoctrinated and come out with a gender studies degree that's worthless. So it's about putting your money where your mouth is. I think that's what we're going to see more and more. Institutions of higher learning used to be just that. They had a core value of educating young people and educating minds, cultivating speech. That's not what they are anymore. So to parents out there, it's time for you to make a choice. Do you want to send your kids to these universities and spend this kind of money to get this kind of result? If not, maybe go another direction or find a university that's worth a damn.
We'll give you the last word, Ari Fleischer.
If you want to fix universities in this country, Sean, you have to do three things. Abolish tenure, so you get rid of all these liberal professors. Abolish all DEI programs, which is the root of all this nonsense on campuses. And return to merit. Return to letting in people who deserve to be in, who are the smartest students around, and graduate students on the basis of their brains, not their looks. If you do that, colleges in America are going to take off, and it'll help America to take off. And we'll get rid of this liberal dogma ideology that's just hurting everyone.
Yeah, and it's based a lot on ignorance and bias and a system, I don't know, that basically turns them into little leftists. So they become the next generation of extremists. We appreciate it. Ari, thank you. Tommy, thank you. Coming up next, Biden's weakness on the world stage is now empowering America's enemies. Today, there were two more attacks on U.S. bases in Iraq and Syria. We'll check in with Congressman Mike Waltz and Pete Hegseth straight ahead.